Welcome to Claudfest II. It's a birthday performance. I'm going to make this fast because my internet's really slow and I want it to upload someday. So, some people get mad at performers for being performative. My manic phase makes me poop out art projects and performances. If I'm depressive, it's because I'm gathering information that is going to come out when I am expressive. These projects of mine are supposed to help people rather than poop coming out of me. It's more like the poop gets transformed into gold or into a delicious meal that we all share. That is the intent. While I'm getting these projects done, I tend to be very impatient and I steamroll through everything except for the project. I make very few exceptions. I did make an exception today to talk to my second cousin, uncle, John and I are not sure about this, who I adore, on the phone, but most of the people don't really get a pass. When I need to get something out, I need to get it out. It's like a physical need. It's not a choice. If I had a choice, I would not be this way. In order to be this way, I have to be open to all the painful, terrible things that are going on in the world and to care about them. That is why people who create the kind of art that I do pretty frequently crack up. It's hard work. There's other kinds of art that don't really have this impact on the creator. You can play cover songs. You can try to play Beethoven just like Beethoven to play it. It's not going to drive you crazy. But if you're actually trying to transform reality, then it's very difficult. It's not for everybody. And yeah, it's like you either end up doing it because you can't help it or you don't. It's not really a choice. So I also want to talk to you all about how to be a safe and happy bat, even if you're stuck in a cage, or if you do have to go out, because we all know that unsafe and unhappy bats kind of spat out the coronavirus, and it was not cool that they were unsafe or unhappy, and we all need to try to be safe and happy. So, first of all, silk is a very nice thing. Creatures that live in caves make this very cozy thing. I think it's a very helpful and good thing to wear if you're not morally opposed to it. Another thing is facial recognition technology. Okay? It's important to wear a mask to be safe and healthy. This mask, if pulled all the way over one's nose, because of the pattern, has the potential to seriously confuse pattern recognition technology. Because of the diagonal lines, even shirts like this, they're no good for things like being on TV because the contrast confuses the cameras. You want to really confuse the cameras, feed them some stuff like this. You want to really, really confuse the cameras? Well, put some words on for them to read, like these wonderful gloves that I've got that have ravens on them. So, yeah, if I put that mask on, I'm not going to put it on because it doesn't fit right. It's important to have a mask that fits right. I mean, I obviously have a mask that fits right. I was in the Denver Post wearing the mask that fits right on the first day of spring, if you didn't know. Of all the things to be famous for, COVID, and at least my mask fit, right? Didn't know who was like taking my photo. I thought it was some pervert. Turns out it was a photojournalist. Just goes to show, don't make assumptions about people. It's another thing I want to talk about. It's my birthday, so I'm drinking stuff that's the color of afterbirth. This is pomegranate vodka that was made from pomegranate seeds that were in my freezer since December. Now they're pretty pale. I'm going to chomp on some of those later, but I should probably eat some mashed potatoes before I do much more. Yeah, so wear lots of stripedy things. Make sure you wear a mask. The higher it is pulled up over your nose, the more likely it is to fool pattern facial recognition technology, and that's an important thing for us to do to preserve a lot of people's liberties right now. Whether or not you're an activist, stop feeding the machine your data. Another good thing to do, YouTube is not really probably a great thing to be on if you want to like avoid those cameras, but end-to-end encryption, chatting platforms, and that kind of thing. If you're going to do video conferences a lot, get off of the Zoom, get off of the Google Hangouts, for God's sake, and there's better technology out there. So that's another way to stay nice and safe, healthy in your cave. It's like, don't serve the bad masters and feed them your data. Trust your instincts. Make sure you're enforcing healthy boundaries even with friends and family. Helping people and controlling people are not the same thing at all. If you want to help people, ask them what they would like help with. listen to them. They need to have a say in the process, otherwise it's control and it's not really helpful, and it's unhealthy. It's like not good. I push people away from me pretty quickly when they do that these days, because I've learned it's hazardous to my survival. I need to have autonomy. I need to have autonomy so I can create my weird art projects, and so I can stay alive and be like a safe and healthy bat in my like cage right now, or if I have to leave, mask up, confuse cameras. Performance can be a way to transmit knowledge. Again, like, some people don't really like it when I'm performative like this, but it's who I am and it's what I do, and it's not who I am and what I do all the time. A lot of times when people prefer my behavior, it's because I'm depressed and they feel like they can control me, and they can't. I mean, I'm just absorbing information at that point, and I'm absorbing information about who I'm dealing with, and sometimes I'm not dealing with the nicest people, and then I'm like, well, have fun with that, because I'm going to poop you out into another Claudzilla song, see if you like that. So, I have notes, of course I have notes, because I can't remember everything, you know? It's important to have a varied toolkit and to know how to use a lot of different kinds of tools. It's no mistake that, you know, men have been running things and they're the people that use tools, right? No, don't let them have all the tools. Don't let them be the only people that know how to use the tools. We all need to be able to use a wide variety of tools. It's good to be able to sew. It's good to be able to solder. Don't let yourself get cut off from skills and knowledge because you believe it to be gendered. It shouldn't be. There's nothing gendered about tool usage. If you have a brain, you can learn to use a tool. Even if you think you're not handy, you use tools every day. All it takes is the knowledge and the training on using them, and that's what we need each other for. We don't need each other to control each other or to be controlled by each other. We need each other to pass on learning and knowledge. And, you know, affection, sometimes have fun, that kind of thing. So that's pretty much the end of my rant. I'm already at 7 minutes. My song is like 2 minutes long. And here's a song I wrote for a friend. Her tools include welding equipment, a bass guitar, art supplies, and taxidermy. She actually gave me a taxidermed crow once. This song is called Crow. I feel very close to crows. I learned that ESP is real at a workshop I went to recently, and I believe that unlike humans who have to be right next to each other, crows can be farther away and still be very sensitive to each other, and I think we have a lot to learn from the animal world, and it can help us in many ways. Oh, here's the rest of the scramble suit. You know, put some mirror shades on too. I have photograys, so if I'm out in the sun, cameras can't see my eyeballs unless, like, they can see through, like, my dark glasses, but, I mean, maybe they can. I don't know. But I do know some things that will confuse them, and confusion is a very, very, very powerful weapon. I use it frequently. Friends are the gold we get in this life. In another dimension, I am your wife. Here and now, I am your crow. Wow, 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 wow. Friends are the gold we get in this life. In another dimension, you are my wife. Here and now, I am your crow. Wow, 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 wow. Friends are the gold we get in this life. In another dimension, we still have life. Here and now, I am your crow. And if you actually want to hear a way better version of that song, you will need to, oh, I love it when my posters fly away from me, go to Wax Trax Records and buy it soon, not yet, soon, once they have their consignment figured out. It is Claudzilla Oddities. The other song on it is Haunted House, which is dedicated to Hypnotic Turtle Arlo White, and original artwork that I did on every single one. I only made 20 of these. There will only be 15 available total, and there will only be 5 available Wax Trax because some have already been spoken for. I'm not going to make more than 20. It's a CD single made here in Capitol Hill, Denver, Colorado. Support local artists. And if you feel like donating today to me, half of it will go to the Southern Poverty Law Center. I've been a member for a few years. Peace out.